Hello, everyone. If you're here, you know what you're here for. So let's just go ahead and get started. There is a full moon outside, as you can see here on my magical graph, and why pay drugstore prices for something I'm sure you should buy. So let's wait until the trick-or-treaters go away, and we'll get started. Alrighty, so the reason we need a full moon is because the flux weed has to be picked at the full moon. Now, here's where we run into our first hurdle. I was kind of scammed on the seeds that I needed. So I bought those in July thinking I'd have plenty of time to, grow them. But as it turns out, I didn't get started growing until earlier this month. So we have the seeds, and that's one of two hurdles we have that aren't due to safety issues, and I apologize for that. But now I think we can switch to the second camera and get started. There's our second camera. It's steaming and bubbling, as you can see, our cauldron. Let's add in, this is what little actually grew, so we'll put that in. So that's one measure of fluxweed. We need 3, so I'll add a few handfuls of seeds. There you go. That's not a handful. That's just, oh, look at that. It's smoking. That's pretty cool. That's magical. The next thing we need is 2 bundles of knotgrass. That's this stuff here. Knotgrass. We're going to take it from a bag though, since I have it. One bundle. 2 bundles. I love that it's smoking. I hope that doesn't mean it's going to catch fire. It shouldn't. Now we're going to stir 4 times clockwise. That is clockwise. 2, 3, 4. And now comes a somewhat disappointing part. The next step, oh, sorry, I forgot to wave my wand. That's very important. Yes, it's Voldemort's wand. I could not find my Snape wand. So we'll switch to webcam. So the next step is to let it brew for 80 minutes. So we're going to start the timer, and I will explain what's going to happen next. Let me switch to my phone cam so I can show you the list of instructions. There we go. As you can see, we are here on explain ingredients and such. So let's do that. Here we have the knotgrass, as you saw. There's a little better view of it. Here's the seeds for our fluxweed. It says false pennyroyal, but one of its common names is fluxweed, so we're taking it. Once we have our 80 minutes, we'll be adding 4 leeches. Can't really see them, so I don't feel like the content warning is super necessary, but I will warn you when they come in. Then we'll add 2 scoops of lacewing fly paste. Now this is where the second issue comes up. It asks for lacewing flies, adult, but we had some really bad rain, and I think they all got rained out, and so they were not able to grow. So we're going to strain out, we're streaming now. We're going to strain out the water, and we can actually do that now. Once I find a strainer. And we'll be crushing that to a fine paste soon. It's actually the third that I didn't mention issue, is that we don't have a mortar and pestle. I looked everywhere. I went all over town trying to find one today. No luck. So we'll just be using the glass it came in and a spoon. I don't feel like that degrades too much from the authenticity. It'll still be crushed to a fine paste, hopefully, so that should be fine. And then the next ingredients. This got very hot. And by this, I mean this glass. I really love this container. This is our boomslang skin. Now, I mentioned that there were hurdles due to safety. The boomslang does exist. It is one of the most venomous snakes of all time. Maybe not of all time. Currently known to man. And so no one's going to be going around gathering its skin. Believe me, I checked. And I'm not going to try. So we're just using regular old snake skin. I couldn't find what species it is, but it's a snake. It's fine. I'm a Slytherin. I'm allowed to make this judgment. And then last but not least, we have our horn of bicorn. Now, this is the only ingredient that does not actually exist in the Muggle world, which is kind of why I decided to do this. This is a regular old antler powder from deer. It's made for dogs. I'm not really sure. I guess to flavor their treats with antler. I'm not really sure why you need it. But why do you need most things? And so the instructions say to crush a bicorn horn in the mortar. I didn't think that was going to work, and it's especially not going to work because we have, no mortar. So we're just going to pre-powder it, and I'll see about if I can crush it anymore, but it's pretty fine. Alright, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's check in on our potion. Still steaming pretty nicely. We're just gonna, I don't know if you can see, but the knotgrass is nicely burning. Not burning on fire, but dissolving, I believe. And no, there's still a fluxweed seed in there, holding on. It looks like there is one person watching right now. Hello, whoever you are. I hope that's not just me. If you want to leave in the chat who you are, that'd be pretty cool. Because we have an hour and 15 minutes to kill. And I'll be happy to go over things again if you leave it in the chat, if you're coming in late, which I hope people are. I would like to put music, but then YouTube doesn't like when you put music you don't own. So, maybe for the best that I don't. skipped a very important step on my list of instructions. It says to say, now let's check how it's doing. Let's check how it's doing. Doing about the same as it was when I started, but I really like that it's smoking. That makes me happy. Let me just, yeah, okay, audio is happening, good.